And now we have the return of Julesworks Follies of a long time, from the beginning, right?
Almost.
Almost from the beginning. Patrick Chavez will continue performing Zoe's stories.
Woo! Hi. So, one night my daughter texted me in the middle of the night. She was having a nightmare. She was scared. So she asked me if I could tell her a story. So I texted her a story and then another one. And now I got about 45 different stories that I've written. So tonight, and I want to thank everybody here at Jean Cocteau Theater. Jules, this is 24 months, man. I think I've been at like 22 of these shows.
Woo-hoo!
So it's nice to have a venue to perform. But anyway, tonight I'm going to do rock, paper, scissors. Zoe had done really well in school. She brought home a report card, 4 A's and 2 B's. Way to go, Zoe. Papa wanted to treat her nice, so he decided to take her for a root beer float. As they were driving along, they got kind of lost, and then this gate opened up. So they went through the gate, and they went further and further back, and all of a sudden they saw, behold, trees, tall, huge, beautiful trees, flowers, grass, just the most beautiful. Off in the distance, they saw a little glint of gold, so they drove that way. And the air smelled so good that they just breathed it in, and it was so relaxing. Oh, so delightful until pretty soon Papa fell asleep. So did Zoe. The air from the poppies infiltrating the car put him to sleep. Suddenly, Papa wakes up. What? He slides next to the river. Okay, actually was in it. And there they saw, they got out and they wanted some water. So Zoe got some water and she took just big handfuls, and Papa just wanted to splash his face. And pretty soon what happened was Papa's face, where the water had splashed, turned young. His gray beard turned dark. His wrinkly skin fleshened up. Zoe, because she drank so much of the water, she shrunk down until she looked just like a little acorn in a band suit. So pretty soon they walked along and they found the gold glint after Papa got the car out of the river. They parked it and walked a ways, and there in this golden cage was the most magnificent bird they had ever seen. Now, as you know, Zoe is fluent in all animal languages and spoke freely with Queen Matilda, who is actually the bird. See, this whole place had been enchanted. One day, she explained, a tinker came into town and was selling things. Now in this village, this kingdom, the main sport was rock, paper, scissors. And the queen went up to the tinker and they were talking, and he said, I'll wager my entire fortune wherewithal here, or if you lose, I take your kingdom and turn them all into plants and you into a big bird. Now the queen was known for her efficacy in playing rock, paper, scissors. Scissors! Rock crushed the scissors. The tinker was up one. They played again. Scissors once again she threw. Again the rock crushed her. It was 3 out of 5. Oh, she went with the rock, and of course he went with scissors, which covers rock, and defeated the queen. Took over the kingdom. Turned everything into plants. And she into a bird in a gilded cage, and every day he would wretchedly room upon her and haughtily laugh at her and tell her, if you only had a champion. Alas, you have 2 bird legs and thus unable to play rock, paper, scissors. Well, Zoe, she was pretty good. Papa, they talked. Zoe finally decided she would be her champion if she could. She said it would be all right. We'll have a plan. So they hid behind the rock, because off in the distance was a great tornado, glowing black as the night. And there he landed, the wizard. He got out of his tornado, wrapped it neatly and placed it in his pocket for the transition outward bound. He looked at her. My poor Queen Attila, if only you had hands to play rock, paper, scissors. She spoke to him and asked if maybe she could have a champion, and now he knew there was nobody in the kingdom that was neither plant or tree or blade of grass. She had all conjured him that way. So he laughed. By all means, call out your champion. Queen Attila called out Zoe, and Zoe walked out. They got together. Oh, she threw scissors. Again, Rock crushed the scissors. They played again. She threw paper. Of course, he threw scissors. Now she was down 2-0. Papa looked and said, do not look into his eyes. He's forcing you to throw the wrong play. Zoe averted her eyes. Rock. Of course, the scissors were crushed. It was now 2-1. They threw again. Paper, she threw. Rock, he did. 2-2, they were tied. They threw again. 1, 2, 3. Rock. Rock, they had thrown the exact same. And they threw one more time. 1, 2, 3. She throws paper. He throws rock. The kingdom is instantly transformed. And the queen and her people were released from their curse. And that, after a tasty root beer float, is rock, paper, scissors. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Great to have you.